Let's talk about how a narcissist is born and what a parent can still do, even if it's late. You know, those sons who blame their parents for everything, who want all the luxuries but take no responsibility. They say, "You didn't give me a happy life," while doing nothing to build one for themselves. You keep trying to love these children, guide them, talk sense, but somehow you always end up being the villain in your child's story. Behind that anger, arrogance, and blame, there is a much deeper story. A story that doesn't begin with money or success. It begins with how love was given. Narcissist isn't born from too much love. It is born from imbalanced love. When a child grows up, either over-controlled or over-pampered, they learn one dangerous belief. I can only be safe when I am in control. If they are shamed for crying or expressing need, they suppress emotion and chase power. If they are spoiled without accountability, they believe comfort is their birthright. In both these cases, the heart never learns humility, patience, or gratitude. It only learns performance and entitlement. Every narcissist begins as a scared child who wasn't seen or was seen only for what he did, not for who he was. Suppose a father says, "Be a man, don't cry." The boy learns emotions are weakness. Or if a mother rescues him from every consequence, he never learns how to take responsibility. So he grows up thinking, someone else will clean my mess. I just have to look good and sound confident. And when life doesn't go that way, he blames. Because blame is easier for them than facing their own emptiness. Often, each parent unknowingly contributes to this. The father's absence or authority teaches the child either rebellion or fear. Now, if the mother is overgiving or is silent, it teaches that love has no boundaries. A narcissist child is often carrying both parents' unhealed stories. The child's arrogance hides the father's insecurity, and their demands repeat the mother's self-sacrifice. Narcissist child becomes the mirror of what was unresolved in the home. Not because he is evil or she is evil, but because the child is trying unconsciously to balance what felt unbalanced earlier. Now that your child is grown up, wants that car, every luxury he sees in his friends, but avoids accountability. The child compares themselves with rich friends, blames parents for not giving enough, but never ask themselves, what did I give back to my parents? And when you remind such children about this, they say, "You don't understand me." At that moment, remember this. You are talking to a hurt ego, not to your child's soul. The child is protecting fragile self-esteem because taking responsibility would mean admitting that they are not yet that adult they pretends to be. You cannot shout your child into maturity. You cannot love them into accountability either. But you can retrain the dynamics, starting with yourself. So first, stop rescuing your child. Let him or her face the weight of their choices. You should be like, "I trust you to handle this," is more powerful than telling, "Let me fix it for you." Next solution is stop funding irresponsibility. Money, if you give without effort, it destroys dignity. Let your child earn pride, not just receive comfort. Next point is stop absorbing blame. When your child says, "You ruined my life," respond to this calmly. "I am sorry you feel that way, but your life is now your responsibility, dear. You are grown up." Then end that discussion. Next, what you can do is model peace instead of pain. Let your child see a mother or father who is calm, purposeful, and happy, not guilty or broken. That is how your child learns what real strength looks like. Your child may resist this at first, but eventually, real life will teach what comfort never taught them. When your child sees you stop bending, and when your child faces natural consequences, something inside them starts questioning, "Why isn't my old power working anymore?" That's when real change begins. Because now your child is meeting themselves, not just manipulating you. And if your child never changes, still you win. How? Because you reclaimed your peace, your self-respect, and your emotional freedom. You break the generational cycle. To every parent listening to this, you didn't fail just because your child lost his or her way. You failed only if you stop growing yourself. Don't keep begging your child to become better. Be the example of balance, peace, and maturity your child never learned. One day, they might come back to you, not for money or approval, but because they finally feel safe around your calm energy. Narcissism is born in imbalance and healed in boundaries. Love your child, but love yourself more wisely. That is how the cycle ends.